Welcome to our journey through a pivotal era in Indian history, spanning from 300 to 1206. This was a time of dynamic kingdoms, cultural flourishing, and significant transformations. We'll traverse through the golden age of the Gupta Empire, the rise of regional powers, the introduction of Islam, the valiant Rajput Era, the cultural synthesis of Hindu and Islamic influences, and the Ghurid Invasions that marked the end of an era. Join us as we delve into the depths of India's rich and diverse past. Our story begins with the Gupta Empire, often regarded as a golden age in Indian history. This period, spanning from the late 3rd century to the mid-5th century, saw an unprecedented blossoming of culture and knowledge. The Gupta Empire, with its vibrant court life and patronage of the arts, created a refined and distinctive style that profoundly influenced the culture of the Indian subcontinent. The reign of the Gupta Empire is marked by significant figures, such as Chandragupta I, who laid the foundations of this empire, and his son Samudragupta, a great military leader. However, it was under the rule of Chandragupta II that the empire reached its zenith. Under his rule, trade and agriculture flourished, and the empire became renowned for its prosperity and cultural achievements. The Guptas were great patrons of the arts and sciences. The period witnessed the creation of classical Sanskrit literature, with the renowned poet and playwright Kalidasa being a prominent figure of this era. In the realm of science, the great mathematician and astronomer Aryabhata made groundbreaking contributions, including the concept of zero and the approximation of pi. In the field of politics, the Guptas established a strong central government while allowing autonomy to their provinces. Their efficient administrative system and fair justice system were elements that set a benchmark for future empires. In terms of religion, Hinduism saw a revival during the Gupta era, with the construction of magnificent temples and the promotion of religious practices. At the same time, Buddhism and Jainism were also practiced, showcasing the religious tolerance and diversity of the Gupta Empire. The Gupta Empire set a strong foundation for the cultural and political growth that was to follow. The legacy of this golden age can still be seen in the shape of magnificent temples, intricate sculptures, and profound literary works. The Gupta era was indeed a beacon of light in the annals of Indian history, illuminating the path for future generations to build upon. Following the Gupta era, India witnessed the rise of regional powers. As the Gupta Empire faded into history, a new chapter began with the emergence of the Pallavas and the Chalukyas. These dynasties, reigning over different parts of India, brought forth a unique blend of culture and politics that would leave an indelible mark on the Indian subcontinent. In the south, the Pallavas rose to prominence, establishing their capital at Kanchipuram. Their rule was marked by significant advancements in architecture, literature, and art. Among their most notable contributions are the rock-cut temples of Mahabalipuram. These temples, carved directly from granite, stand as a testament to the architectural prowess of the Pallavas. Also, their patronage of Sanskrit literature led to the creation of classic works of drama and poetry. Simultaneously, in the Deccan region, the Chalukyas held sway. Their capital, Badami, was a hub of cultural and political activities. The Chalukyas, too, were patrons of art and architecture, with the cave temples of Badami and the structural temples of Pattadakal standing as remarkable examples of their architectural genius. These temples, showcasing a fusion of northern Nagara and southern Dravida architectural styles, demonstrate the cultural amalgamation that was a hallmark of the Chalukya reign. Both the Pallavas and the Chalukyas engaged in regular warfare, battling for supremacy. Yet, despite the conflict, these periods of strife led to cultural exchanges that enriched both dynasties. The reigns of these regional powers were characterized by a synthesis of ideas and a flowering of culture that would lay the groundwork for future Indian civilizations. These regional powers, the Pallavas and the Chalukyas, played a significant role in shaping the cultural fabric of India. Their contributions to architecture, literature, and art laid the foundation for a rich cultural heritage that continues to inspire and captivate us today. As we move forward in our journey through Indian history, we carry with us the legacy of these regional kingdoms, a legacy that continues to echo in the vibrant tapestry of Indian culture. The 8th century introduced Islam to India, profoundly impacting its cultural and political landscape. This transformation was initiated by the Arab conquest of Sindh, a significant event that forever altered the course of Indian history. The Arab invasion of Sindh, now a part of modern-day Pakistan, was spearheaded by the Umayyad Caliphate under the command of Muhammad bin Qasim. This marked the first successful establishment of Islamic rule in the Indian subcontinent. Sindh, a prosperous region with flourishing trade and rich cultural heritage, was incorporated into the Umayyad Caliphate, thus becoming a gateway for the introduction of Islam into India. This integration resulted in not just political changes, but also a profound cultural exchange. The Arab conquerors introduced administrative systems that were efficient and just, which contrasted with the existing hierarchical structures. This new governance, though initially resisted, gradually gained acceptance, influencing the political fabric of India. However, the most profound impact was felt in the realm of culture. The Arab conquest brought with it the rich Islamic culture, steeped in art, architecture, and learning. It also led to the synthesis of Persian, Arab, and local Indian traditions. Over time, this cultural amalgamation gave birth to a unique Indo-Islamic culture that was to shape the artistic and intellectual life of India for centuries to come. The arrival of Islam also led to the growth of a new language, Urdu, which fused Persian, Arabic, and local Indian dialects. This linguistic blend was a testament to the cultural fusion that was taking place. While the Arab conquest of Sindh was marked by conflict and resistance, it ultimately paved the way for a vibrant cultural exchange. It opened up India to a new world of ideas, philosophies, and artistic expressions, thus enriching the country's cultural tapestry. Islam's entry into India brought about a significant shift in the nation's cultural dynamics. This shift was not just limited to religion or politics. It was a comprehensive transformation that permeated every aspect of society, leaving an indelible mark on the history of India. Next, we delve into the Rajput era, known for its fierce warriors and grand forts. Emerging in the 7th century, the Rajputs brought a new chapter of valor and grandeur to the Indian subcontinent. Their rule was characterized by a strong sense of pride in their culture and heritage, which they defended fiercely against foreign invasions. The Rajputs were not just warriors, but also patrons of art and architecture. Their reign saw the construction of various forts and palaces, many of which stand today as a testament to their architectural prowess and aesthetic sensibilities. The intricate carvings, towering gateways, and expansive courtyards of these structures narrate tales of their opulence, valor, and resilience. But the Rajputs were not just about grandeur and war, they were also known for their honor code, known as Rajputana, which dictated their way of life. This code emphasized bravery, loyalty, self-sacrifice, and justice. In fact, the Rajputs' unwavering commitment to their honor code often led them to choose death over dishonor in battle, a practice known as jahar. Resistance was a defining feature of the Rajput era. They fiercely resisted foreign invaders, most notably the Muslim invasions from the west. Despite being heavily outnumbered in many instances, the Rajputs fought with bravery and determination, often holding their ground against all odds. Their resistance was instrumental in preserving their culture and sovereignty during this turbulent period. While the Rajput era was marked by frequent wars and conflicts, it was also a time of cultural and social development. Rajput kings were great patrons of literature, arts, and philosophy. The courts of Rajput kings were centers of cultural activities where poets, philosophers, and artists thrived. The Rajput era marked a period of intense resistance and cultural pride. Their legacy continues to inspire, reminding us of their unyielding spirit, their commitment to their culture and heritage, and their indomitable will to resist against all odds. As we move forward in our journey through Indian history, let's carry with us the lessons of resilience and cultural pride from the Rajput era. This era was not just about conflicts, it was also a time of cultural synthesis. As the Indian subcontinent experienced a confluence of diverse cultures, a fascinating fusion occurred. This period, marked by the blending of Hindu and Islamic influences, gave birth to an artistic and architectural renaissance that was truly unique. In the realm of art, the amalgamation of Hindu and Islamic styles was evident. Hindu themes were often presented in the stylized and abstract form typical of Islamic art. This blend was not limited to visual arts alone. Literature also saw a harmonious melding of the two cultures. Poetry, prose, and philosophical works were written, reflecting the spirit of this cultural synthesis. The works of Amir Khusrau, a celebrated poet and musician, are shining examples of this cultural fusion. His verses combined Persian, Arabic, and Hindi dialects, creating a unique linguistic blend that mirrored the cultural amalgamation of the time. In architecture, the fusion was equally profound. The period saw the rise of Indo-Islamic architecture, a style that combined the intricate carvings and detailed sculptures of Hindu design with the arches, domes, and minarets characteristic of Islamic architecture. This architectural style was not just a blending of forms, but also a statement of cultural unity. It showcased the ability of these two cultures to coexist and even thrive together. This cultural synthesis was not a one-sided process. It was a mutual exchange, with both Hindu and Islamic cultures borrowing and learning from each other. It was an era of mutual respect and understanding, where cultural differences were celebrated rather than suppressed. This period of cultural synthesis led to a unique blend of artistic and architectural styles that still resonates in the Indian subcontinent today, serving as a testament to the rich and diverse cultural heritage of India. Our journey concludes with the Ghurid Invasions, leading to the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate. The Ghurids, originating from what is today Afghanistan, were an Islamic dynasty known for their military prowess and zealous ambition to expand. In the late 12th century, the Ghurid Sultan, Mu'izz ad-Din Muhammad, commonly known as Muhammad of Ghor, mounted a series of invasions into the Indian subcontinent. His campaigns were not merely for territorial gain, they were part of a larger motive to spread the influence of Islam. Muhammad of Ghor's invasions were characterized by swift and brutal military campaigns. The Rajput kingdoms, despite their valor and formidable fortresses, were unable to withstand the Ghurid onslaught. The most significant of these battles was the Second Battle of Tarain in the year 1192. The defeat of the Rajput ruler, Prithviraj Chauhan, marked a turning point in Indian history. The Ghurid invasions brought significant changes. They disrupted the existing social and political structures, leading to the decline of the Rajputs. The power vacuum left in the wake of the Ghurid invasions was soon filled by their former slaves, who established the Delhi Sultanate. The Delhi Sultanate marked the beginning of Muslim rule in large parts of India, a period that would last for several centuries. This new political order brought with it changes in administration, culture, and society, profoundly influencing the course of Indian history. However, let's not forget that the Ghurid invasions and the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate were not just about conflicts and power struggles. They were also about the exchange and fusion of cultures, the intermingling of traditions, and the birth of new forms of art, architecture, and literature. The Ghurid invasions brought a dramatic close to this era, paving the way for the Delhi Sultanate. The end of this era was not just the closing of a chapter, but also the beginning of a new and exciting period in the history of India. From the Gupta Empire to the dawn of the Delhi Sultanate, this period in Indian history is a testament to its rich and diverse legacy. We've journeyed through the Golden Gupta era, witnessed the rise of regional powers, grasped the impact of Islam, relived the Rajput resistance, and observed the cultural synthesis that prevailed. The Ghurid invasions marked the culmination of this epic, paving the way for the Delhi Sultanate. Thank you for joining us on this historical exploration.